Okay, you're now live. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to inform everyone present that this meeting will be broadcast live to the internet via the council's website and will be capable of repeated viewing. The images and sound recording may be used for training purposes within the council. In order to ensure the meeting is managed effectively, can everyone please keep to the following guidelines for speaking? Please use the raise hand function to request to speak. Only speak when invited to do so by the chair. Please switch off your camera and microphone when not speaking, and remember to set your mobile phone to silent for the duration of the meeting. Any views expressed by any speaker in this meeting are the speaker's own, and they do not necessarily reflect the views of the council. Please be aware that the webcast will continue to be streamed live 20 seconds after the close of the meeting. This is due to a time delay in transmitting live. Okay, thanks for that.
Jo, you're frozen. Your picture
Am
is
I?
frozen. Yeah.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah.
We can hear you though, Jo.
Oh, we can hear you perfectly. It's just it looks like you've got a set expression.
Oh, am I still
You're
frozen?
back now. You're back now.
No, you're better now.
Right, okay. Apologies, everyone. That must have been terrifying. Right, item 1, apologies for absence. Who do we have apologies from, Rachel?
I've got apologies from Councillor Barrow.
Councillor DePay also gave me her apologies as well.
Okay.
And that's it, I think. Okay, item 2, to receive disclosures of interest on any matters before the committee. So first, disposable pecuniary assets. No. And second, other interests. Okay, excellent. Item 3, to approve the minutes of the previous meetings, which are pages 3 to 6 in your report pack. Has everyone had a chance to read them?
Yeah.
I wasn't present, I'm afraid. So have we got someone to approve the minutes?
Yeah.
Thanks, Fiona. Any seconders?
Yes, Chair.
Yeah. Thanks, Anthony. Okay, now we would normally have at number 4 a verbal update from the chair of the Tenants Engagement Group, but she's not with us this evening. So I'm going to suggest that we go on to item 5, which is performance information. We can always go back to item 4 if Stella actually arrives, if that's okay. Okay, who's going to lead off on this?
I've got my hand up.
Oh, sorry,
Jo.
Fiona.
I was just going to say whether Maggie, if she was at the tenant engagement group this afternoon, whether she might be able to give us a wee insight.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
good
do that.
idea.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. So the tenant engagement group met this afternoon, and we're currently looking at the tenant engagement action plan. We're looking at updating that, reviewing that, because there are some actions there that are completed, and there are others that need to be moved on. There are some new actions we need to bring forwards, and all of that will be part and parcel of the next tenant engagement group meeting, which will be on the 20th of November, and everyone will have a copy of that in advance so that they can put forward any actions that they want fitting there. We are looking to recruit further tenants into the group, and there will be an item going on the website to that effect very shortly. So that information will be provided as to how people can join and can voice their own views and help us to deliver better service on that basis. We are looking to recruit a further, possibly 8 people in total, but we do want it to be, the group does want it to be quite a varied group in terms of families and single people and age groups, etc., so that we've got a good overall view of opinion from our tenants, which is really, really important. So yeah, next meeting is going to be the 20th of November, and we'll have an update on that at the next board meeting as well.
Okay, thanks, Maggie. What can local ward councillors do to help with that? Do you want us to broadcast that via our networks and social media to see if we can get more
Yeah.
engagement?
That would be really, really helpful, actually, Chair. Yeah, that would be a big help, because the more people we've got joining, the more we can hear everyone's voice and ensure that people are able to see what we're doing in our policies and processes and service delivery, so that we get everybody's view on board. That would be great.
Okay, and to get different kinds of tenants as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. So next item then, performance review. Is it Maggie? Are you also
That's
leading
me.
on that?
Yes, that is me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a couple of points that I wanted to just raise and point out as part of the performance summary. It has been provided as a full report, but there are some elements that I wanted to just highlight. One of those was antisocial behaviour. So in the report, you'll note that the highest number of antisocial behaviour in terms of cause relates to noise nuisance. And from a general antisocial behaviour perspective, the neighbourhood team is taking a firmer stance on managing these issues, where particularly repeat antisocial behaviour is causing problems for other tenants who are residing in the locality. Community protection warnings and community protection notices are now being served by the community safety team where there are ongoing issues, as a starting point to emphasise that there are consequences to residents, tenants who breach their tenancy agreement, and we do need to take this seriously, because we need to ensure that other tenants who are adhering to their tenancy agreements are able to live in quiet enjoyment of their tenancy. So that's quite a big impact, and we are looking at ways that we can take that forward much more stringently. The second item I wanted to mention was the gas safety checks and the no access that was mentioned in the last board meeting. So the number of no access cases has improved, with only 4 outstanding at the moment. Previous board meeting we had 12 outstanding. These overdue cases that we have, the 4 currently, are actively being addressed with various actions in place to ensure that we can get access. But I think that's quite a drop. So it's come down by 75%, which is fabulous. And we continue to work on that alongside Alliance North.
Good.
Sorry?
Good, I said.
Good. Sorry, I thought you were asking a question. Apologies.
No.
I then wanted to mention the tenant survey measures. We have Acuity, who is the organisation who do the survey for us. They carry out the survey annually for us. And there is an upcoming survey due to start in November. The tenant newsletter is due to go out shortly, and obviously we welcome feedback and comments from residents on anything that's in the as a content in the newsletter, or any comments that they wish to make. But Acuity will begin work on the surveys in November, and we've taken the opportunity to enhance the survey a little bit this year from last year's survey, to include some additional questions. And the additional questions are designed to help us gather more in-depth data, particularly around customer complaints, overall satisfaction, and tenant diversity, so that we can tailor our services in a more effective way. And by expanding the scope of the survey, we're aiming to gather a clear understanding of the experiences and needs of our tenants. This will enable us to tailor the services, and the insights gains will be instrumental in driving the service improvements and shaping our future policy decisions. So that's up and coming work that's happening shortly. And then the tenant engagement, as I mentioned earlier, we did have a meeting today. The members of the tenant engagement group have been signed up to do some training in scrutiny, so that they are able to scrutinise policies and practices and processes effectively with us, and share their views on what we're doing well, what they feel perhaps we're not doing so well. And this will allow us to make changes based on tenants' voices and their opinions. So that's a really important part of some of the sort of training and aspects of the work that the tenant engagement group does. hopefully that will work out really well, and over time we will include a whole range of different services and policies within that, so that we will broaden the scope of scrutiny that the Tenant Engagement Group has overall. And then finally, I wanted to mention the Social Housing Regulation Act, the implementation plan update. So the service is currently working on drafting a revised implementation plan, supported by Sharon France, who is with us this evening, and she has joined us on an interim basis for 3 months. She's got valuable expertise and should play a key role in shaping the new direction of the plan. The performance data that we're presenting today in the report reflects progress against the previous version of the plan prior to the changes that are about to be introduced. And as such, a refreshed implementation plan will be presented at Housing Board in January, and I'll take the board through that updated plan in detail at that time to provide an overview and hopefully understanding and alignment moving forwards. And that's the end of my update, Chair.
Great, thanks very much, Maggie. Can I just ask, the scrutiny training, did the suggestion about that come from the tenants themselves?
No.
No, actually it didn't. It was
it's from us.
a notification that we received, and we put it forward to Tenant Engagement Group.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome, Sharon. Anyone else got any questions or any comments on what Maggie's just run through with us? Linda?
Yeah, it's just a quick comment, and it actually refers to the gas safety checks that we do. When Liberty are booking them in, they have quite a wide range of times for them to attend. Yeah. Apparently, it can be any time during the day. I mean, we've amazingly caught up, so I'm very impressed with that. But I just wondered, is there any way we can reduce the times to the times that we're given to the tenants? Because if you've got school children, it must be really difficult if it's all day.
Yeah.
It is. I think what usually happens is the card goes out in advance to say, a month in advance to say that, when it's due to expire. So there is a period of time that the tenant can contact us and arrange an appointment if that's what they need to do. But certainly if there was an issue and they needed a specific time frame, a shorter time frame, then I'm sure that we'd be able to arrange that if they made us aware that that was the issue.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anthony?
Chair, having recently experienced a gas safety check, they do try and give you either a morning or an afternoon, and they will text with sort of updates as to when they're getting to you. And particularly with the gas engineer that usually covers my neck of the woods, he's relatively well known locally, so he does try and be as flexible as possible to make sure he can get as many people done as he can. Thanks.
Thanks, Councillor McEwen. Fiona?
Yeah, I was just going to say more or less what Anthony said is that we do off once the card goes out, there's contact made, and that we do offer people more specific appointments. So I would hope, Linda, that that's fairly well covered.
Thanks, Fiona. Martin?
Hi there. Just wanted to bring in Vicky, because we've also set a new key performance indicator for our Council Control Company Alliance North in terms of stock condition surveys. Vicky's the chair of the Alliance North Strategic Oversight Board. So, Vicky, are you able to tune in?
Yes, hopefully you can hear and see me now. Yeah.
Hi, Vicky.
Yeah. Hi. So, yeah, as Martin's rightly said, we have set a new key performance indicator around the stock condition surveys. One of the areas of improvement from the housing regulator is particularly around improving the condition of our housing stock. And although we'd undertaken around surveys of around 33% of the stock to date, we need to progress more rapidly with those stock condition survey inspections to be in a position whereby we haven't got any inspections that are older than 5 years. So we're accelerating that process of undertaking those additional surveys to catch up. Did you want to expand any further on that, Martin?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're bringing in the survey function in-house to Alliance North. So we're going to direct a number of our employed surveyors, qualified surveyors, to go out and undertake these. So to get to the point that Vicky's just outlined, we'll be running at an accelerated rate, and that will really get going next month, I think, really. But next year will in particular be where we'll see a hell of a lot of work done on the stock condition surveys. It's really important for us to understand the survey and also that the survey is up to date, because there's it's really important from the perspective that regulations change, expectations change, and properties frankly wear out. So we need to be sure that the surveys that we've got are up to date. But equally, I also wanted to be sure that tenants understand that we have lots of eyes on those property. Any time that somebody turns up for a repair, a gas safety certificate, if there's anything that's particularly problematic, that it will be reported and it be added to the list. So it's not just the stock condition surveys that provide the information, but it's important that we do that. Once we've got that, or should we admit Stella?
Yeah, there she is.
Hi Stella, we're just talking stock condition surveys. So once we've got the accelerated run rate to get to a point of 100% coverage in everything surveyed within 5 years, we'll then be running on a 20% per annum run rate to give us 100% coverage every 5 years thereafter. So really important, as I've said, that's a new key performance indicator for Alliance North to deliver on. We should also include it in the performance pack here as well, so that the Housing Board gets oversight of how well the stock condition surveys are going too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else on performance information?
Not from me.
I can move on and just cover the repairs and
Lovely, thanks Vicky.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Maggie's already mentioned gas safety. We've just got the 4 that are outstanding at the moment, which we're aware of. On the electrical safety, there are 3 that are overdue. Again, they're at a similar stage to the gas safety ones, and they're at the legal stage at the moment, trying to gain access to undertake those inspections. We're in a good position with fire risk assessments, Legionella, asbestos, lift compliance. They're all at 100%. We've currently got only 20 damp and mold cases that are open at the moment. The information's in the pack there of what we've had to date, but that's a figure as of Friday last week. There's just 20 damp and mold cases that are open. And then just a headline really on repairs. We're currently at 99% completed on time for all our repairs, and you may be interested to know that as of Friday we'd had 6,779 repairs in total year to date.
Great, well done.
And unless you've got any other questions or queries, I think that covers my section.
Anyone else want to come in and add anything? No questions?
Could I
Oh,
just
sorry,
say,
yeah.
could I just, sorry, I didn't put my hand up. Sorry, could I just say how good that is that you know, we've done all these complete and everything, and great kudos to the staff for the work they do, including Vicky and Sharon and everybody else. So yes, thank you very much indeed.
Thank
Well
you.
said, Fiona. Thank you. Stella, we did go over your section on your tenants update, but is there anything that you want to add before we close the meeting?
No, just apologies for being late. I got on another call.
No problem. So that's the end of the agenda then, unless anyone's got anything else they want to raise or bring to the meeting.
Yes, I would like to, sorry, my hand's up now, sorry. Could I just say something, please? Well, two things really. First of all, I just mentioned how proud we are of our staff. And I'd like to re-emphasize that because we have had difficult times recently. Unfortunately, poor Maggie was unwell, and welcome back, Maggie. I'm pleased you're well. But the staff have actually pulled out all the stops, and they've been very, very good indeed. So I'd like that minuted, please. And also I'd like minuted welcome to Sharon, because we're delighted that she's going to deal with the regulator for us. But given that this is being streamed, I won't say any more than that about the regulator. And then finally, I wanted to tell the board that we have just agreed that we are going to refurb and remodel Fairfield View. Now, everyone knows it as the Top Shops, so that's why I've got it called that in our report. It has been long awaited because, frankly, I know it's in my ward, so I'm a bit biased. Frankly, they are an eyesore. So I'm delighted that this has come forward. And as soon as we've got more update on a work schedule and things like that, then we will continue to inform the tenants and councillors along the way. So that's really all I had to say, Jo. Thank you.
Thanks for that, ending on something that positive. Thanks, Fiona. Okay, unless anyone's got anything else, that's it for this housing board meeting.
Chair, I
Just
think
a
Vicky's
quick
got a
word.
hand up.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank
sorry,
you.
Vicky.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that I'm going to be using a new pro forma that I've adopted for reporting on the safety and compliance elements within repairs. And that will also, it involves all the information that we've already presented in the report today, but it also gives a space to be able to give some narrative, which maybe the report doesn't at the moment, to understand where those figures are coming from.
Okay, thanks, Vicky. And how will that be made available? The pro forma?
So we will just be circulating that after the meeting today,
Okay.
but it will just back up the information that's already been presented in the board meeting today.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.